Alright, our logger Kyle is stuck. Everyone I know is sick of this rain. Alright, let's go rescue him. Alright, we'll wait, make sure he can get all the way out. Got our first paycheck from the logger yesterday, so finally we're getting some income coming in, another income stream. Hey guys, Kapper here, welcome back. So this is going to be a little different video, a little different logging update. Most of this is going to be trail cam footage from one of the fields that the loggers have been working in. You're going to see a lot of mud, a lot of muck. I'm going to mix in some of the trail cams so you could see the deer and the turkey. They seem to have adapted pretty well to the logging activity, but an interesting note is our oh, look at how mucky it is. Oh my gosh, we got ruts. The 3-acre corn and bean plots, which is where they're working, is actually looking fantastic because at least during the daylight hours the loggers are keeping the deer out of that one. So let's get into it. I'll narrate back and forth and I'll tell you how much we're averaging per week here in just a few minutes. We're only logging one section of our land, but we'll get into it here in a sec. Alright, our logger Kyle is stuck right in our field. Lucky I was home. That's how wet it's been. I'm telling you, everyone I know is sick of this rain. So let's grab the little coyote. Cutting into my computer time. All right, let's go rescue him. Pulling the trailer this time, huh?
Yeah. Where you want it at?
You could wrap it over that top bar there. Look at this garbage, it's all soaked. That was easy enough.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I figured that was you bringing forward. All right, let's talk cash, cashola, money, moolah. So the way this logging works is we get paid once a week. He does his work all through the week. and he owns his own mill for the crummier logs, if you will. So we get, I think, 60 cents per board foot. Don't quote me on that, but we can get either one check per week or 2 checks per week. So the second check comes from the good logs, the stave logs, which are good enough to take into a mill that pays you for them. So we're kind of averaging my best average right now is about $1,500 to $1,600 per week. So far, 1 week we've gotten 2 checks, and then this next coming week we should get 2 checks again, and that would be, you know, him taking the kind of the rough logs to his mill per board feet, and then on the stave logs, the really high quality stuff, it's a 50-50 split. So whatever that log broker pays him, we get a 50% cut of that. So our plan is to log, you know, maybe my best guess is going to be about 80-ish acres, maybe a little more, maybe less. And then we're going to kick him out around the end of August come deer season, because we got deer hunting clients and we want to let the woods settle down. Although, as you've seen, it hasn't seemed to bother the deer a whole lot, other than it's helping us on our 3-acre corn and bean plot, keeping them out of there at least half the time. But we want to let the woods quiet down because we try to provide really high quality hunting experience here as another income stream for the fall. So that's kind of the update. It's really nice to get a check, I guarantee it, but I'm afraid to go look in the woods because I know it's going to be a mess. But luckily we got equipment, and it is good for the land. And most people think you're just kind of wrecking the land, but that's not so. On a forest like this that's canopied over, there's no browse for the animals. You know, these big trees don't let any sunlight in, so when you log and you let the sunlight get into the ground, that actually is very beneficial for the wildlife, for all wildlife, because it creates natural browse, and it also creates cover for critters big and small and everything in between. So that's the update for now. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. We hope to see you on a future video. Thanks a lot. Take care. All right, we'll wait, make sure he can get all the way out. Yeah, we're on a little better ground now. All right. Well, that was about as easy as you can get for getting stuck. All right, back to the computer. Got our first paycheck from the logger yesterday, so finally we're getting some income coming in, another income stream. But now they're calling for even more rain. The corn is actually getting yellowed. It's just the ground is so wet, crazy. But as long as it don't kill it off, we'll be all right. All right, check back in. That reminds me, I gotta call Big O Tires. I'm getting a quote. I stopped in there today for 2 new front tires. I'm specking out buying a new set of 8 or 10 plies versus stuffing these with foam, which is gonna be expensive, but I think I might just get 8 or 10 plies. These are 6 plies. Carry on.